Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday night primetime. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Great, set.
On play action, Hurts. Moving to his right. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score! Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
This kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure and you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and the quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now a return coming from the 14. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Slayton is the man in motion. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Slayton is the man in motion. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. Inside the 30. Malik Neighbors. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. He'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Here's Hurts. No chance at all. He'll go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Hurts working in the pistol. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
16-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart flush to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Nolan Smith. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
19, Tiger, 70 rings, 70 rings.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Third and long, and Darce is going to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And how about that for starting field position here? This one's going to be touchdown on this side of midfield. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Great, set. And let's go.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third down, they need 5. Throwing is Hurts. That one caught by Smith. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Hey, 73, 73.
On third down, it's Hurts. Look in the middle, and he's got Brown. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
180, 180.
Now Hurts on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return coming from the 14. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 14-7 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and
8. From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. gun. Here comes Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now a shotgun. It's Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Set.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
It is 3rd and long. Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
They'll run with Tracy. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
6. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. tries to give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He's got his tight end, Max Johnson. Down the sideline. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
To kick off for New York.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. That one complete to Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Bobby Okereke working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. That is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike. I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Williams in motion. On the play fake, here's Dart. Look wide, get this one complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
15, 5 here, 60 in.
They'll run. It's Williams. And this one thrown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Out to his right, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, New York. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
7-yard line.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
On play action, Hurts. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
To throw on second down is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
3rd and a yard. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Great, set.
He'll try to run here with Buckley, and he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
2 yards.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
47-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, ready? 79 Bronco. Ready?
To throw is Dart. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Dark. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Dart going to throw here on second down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
It's going to be third. They need one. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
So we're seeing teams around the league, Mike, that have these big mobile quarterbacks continue to activate them in these third down situations. And really what it allows you to do, instead of your quarterback just simply handing it to someone else and playing with 10 players, in a sense, you really can use all 11 of your offensive players to generate an advantage, and it's very hard for these defenses to line up and stop.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing. Dart. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third and 6. Here's Dart. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He's got it at the 3. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Landon Dickerson. Guilty on that one. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
No, set. Trimmer. Kyle left Yeti.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Great, set. I know you want that. Hey! 63. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. Nice job there. On that return, gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. First down, it is Williams. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's in! Touchdown, Giants. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Hurts to the air on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts and Brown connects. And it's a first down for Philly.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run. It's Barkley. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. Darius Alexander there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On 3rd down, it Hurts. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
So it's 3rd down, and just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive, but even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. Hurts working in the pistol. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Great. Set. And anyone hit? No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Great. Set. And anyone hit? Hey!
The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences.
No touch. Set. 180. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
3rd and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Great. And anyone hit? No touch.
Now Hurts. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
17, 18, Pioneer. 7 Pioneer.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple.
Shut up. Cut 19. Cut 19, 18. Let's go.
Now Dart. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Now, this might not look like much, right? It's a simple check down to his running back to pick up modest gain. But this is the development this team is very excited. This young quarterback continuing to get his feet wet, playing in the National Football League. This is the progress that has this fan base really excited.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Trap 60. 19, Tiger. 19, Panther 11. Panther.
Throwing is Dart. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Giants.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that So a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A pitch comes to Williams. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and you're able to force him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. Now it's Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Hurts. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. To the air again. Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. Big play there. Gain of 14 on 4th and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, Hurts. Pass caught. It's John Mechie. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hurts will try it again. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, 6. Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. That is caught. What a throw. Don Mechie. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
On the jump.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Okay, ready?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 5. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Darton. That's out wide to Williams. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Dart will hold on to it himself. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. So a road win here for the Giants. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here